sets are all gonna be bicep and back related. We're gonna go through two rounds of that first stack, and then we're gonna hit the MFR set. So we're gonna go back movement, bicep movement, back movement, relax, back movement, bicep movement, back movement, same ones, and then we'll hit the MFR set. We're gonna go for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 25 seconds off, 40 seconds on, 25 seconds off, 40 seconds on, rest. Then we're gonna go through that again. We'll take a dedicated rest, and then we'll hit that MFR set. So remember, your first set is back. We're gonna do a seated bent over row, followed by a hammer curl, and then with a pullover. So I want you to pick up some dumbbells that are good, that are gonna let you get about 40 seconds. Ideally, you could do about 50 seconds with it, but we're gonna stop short just so all the muscles get the adequate recruitment that we need. So pick up those dumbbells, get ready to do a seated press. You can do it off the ball, you can do it off the bench, you can even do it off your knees if need be. I'll show that on the second round. So let's get ready to go in 3, 2, go. Here we are. There it is. Okay, so you've got 25 seconds. Let's get ready to do those hammer curls. Find some appropriate weight. So you're gonna cut the weight in about half of these guys. And we're gonna go to the hammer curl. So remember, we're trying to hit that brachialis, that side piece of the bicep here. Oh, get those weights ready. There it is, up and squeeze. Get that big squeeze at the top, and watch your momentum at the bottom so you're not getting the sway. Remember, those dumbbells are not flipping out like this one on your standard issue curl. Up and back. Relax, up and back with a pause. Remember, that last movement is a pullover. I would get one of your weights that we're using for your bent over row. Just one though. More. Done. All right. So again, you can do these off the ball. You can do them off the cushion if you're at home. I'm going to do them off the bench. So pick up one of your seated bent over rows. You're going to want to get ready to go on this now because the setup takes a little while. Off the chest, up, hips are pinned, reach, and up. Remember, shoulder blades tight together. Never come too far ahead. And then when you come down, don't let those hips come up. But two more. Big stretch this time. One more. Done. Let's take that dedicated rest. Remember, the back gets a priority here. So we want to give them a little bit more rest in between rounds. So we'll go in about 20, 25 seconds from now. Now remember, on those bent over rows, sometimes I'll have you doing them like that, you know, bum, out, and up. But we're just starting the workout, there's a lot to do, and I want you to save some. So let's do them off the knees this time. So the over, sit, and pull. We're gonna get going in about 10 seconds, so get those weights ready to roll. All right, in 10. Here we go. And for about 3. Take a wee rest. Gonna go to that hammer curl. Get those weights set up, ready to go. Got about 18 seconds before we gotta roll. Keep those elbows pinned at the hips. If you're at home or if you're at the gym, find a wall and pin those shoulder blades against them. That'll minimize any of the sway, as well as take out that front piece of the shoulder that wants to come in and help the cause. Done. Pick up one of those dumbbells, bent over row dumbbells, and you're gonna go to that pullover. Pull over. I thought it was a cardigan. Getting ready to go. Up. Ideally, the rule of thumb that I like to follow on these guys is when the dumbbell comes up, it just barely wants to get into your plane of vision, plane of sight, and back down. That's going to keep tension off the push muscles and really fight to push it backwards into the lats and rhomboids for that stretch. And also, don't get too far down that you can't get back up. One more. Okay. So, there's round 2. Complete. So we've got that MFR set. So for these, again, so I can work out 1, we're going to give you about 1 minute and 20 of time. That's going to equal 30 to 40-ish reps. And you're going to fight to get to the end. We're not going yet though. So we've got to reset that timer. We're going to go to 1 minute 20. We're going to go very soon. And we'll get going, and that'll be sequence 1. That first little stack, done. Okay. So remember, it's going to be your bent over row. You're going to find an appropriate weight. For some of you, that might be the same weight that you were doing hammer curls with, because you're going for double the time. All right, so on 3, 2, go. Let's roll. You're going already. You're going. You're going. Remember, on these maximum fiber recruitment sets, when you need to put them down, put them down. But in your first one, just break your cadence, break your tempo. So you might just shake it out, reset, and up. And look for 5 more before you dump them. Shake it out, go get them. We're almost there. If you need a break, don't put them down. You got about no seconds. There's one, done, end it. Stack one, it's complete. So let's take a good minute and we'll get into that second stack, number 2 of 3. Water up, we'll take a full minute. We'll reset time, back to 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So this second stack is going to be comprised of, again, 3 movements. You're going to go to a standard issue, standing dumbbell curl. You're going to go from there to a dead and row. So we're going to get a half deadlift there, just accessing back, leaving the legs alone, up and row. And then from there, we're going to go to a dumbbell drag, which is going to incorporate a lot of back, but a lot of bicep as well for help. We'll go through that again, and then we'll hit that MFR set. So let's get ready to go on those standing curls on 3, 2, 1. Here it is. So remember, on these guys, you're not looking for the sway. The shoulders are pinned back, and a little pause at the bottom. Big squeeze. And down. And you're gonna get 25 seconds. So that deadlift and row, we're not looking to access any of the butt, any of the lower back, or down like past the hamstrings, or that insertion point. We're looking for upper back, maybe a tiny little bit of those spine erectors, and then the upper back, those traps, the rhomboids, as well as the lats a little bit. Getting ready to go. Split it up into 2. I don't want to see you doing this one. Down and squeeze. Remember to keep that head up on all deadlifts. I think we're in a big spot of sunlight there. Getting washed out. If you notice that the lighting changed a little bit, the camera died in between those sets, so I got a little bit more of a break than you guys did. 20 seconds, not even, you're going to those dumbbell drags. So, you're most likely going to be able to use that same weight. You're going to come out and hold here, and while you're making that V. Almost there, one more. The first round is done. Water up. Where is she? Gone. Don't worry, we can make it without some water. Well, I can. We got one more round there. We got only 14 seconds left. You know what? I promised a little bit more of a break, so let's take it. Give you another 20-25 seconds before we start. So, again, you're going to do your curls. You're going to do your dead and row, and then we're going to go to those drags again. You might find on the drags you might need to use a little bit more weight. See how your form is, see how you feel by the end of the set. And we will go in 10 seconds. Getting those weights ready for that curl. Remember, pin them and spin them out. One more. And then sit down, rest. Look at those dumbbells are ready to roll soon enough. Oh, 10 seconds, guys. One more. And then, like I said, I might knock them down a little bit for those drags. Let's use these guys. Remember, it's that V, right? Getting the dumbbells ready to go. You gotta go 6 seconds. Spin them. You don't have to pin them on this one. Nice and far ahead. Squeeze and back. You want to feel your forearm touching that bicep. That's when you know you're getting that adequate retraction on each of these guys. You're bent over. You're not hunched over on a row. Chin is up. And squeeze. Fight for that, just that millisecond of pause and back down. Done. Okay. So, take a full minute here before we get into that maximum fiber recruitment set. We will reset the timer. So we put 1:20 on the clock. And then you'll be a third of 2/3 of the way through. Taking your time. And also think about the weight you're using as well, right? So on that first set, if we were curling with 25s, if I was curling with 25s, if you were curling with 30s, if you were curling with 10s, you might want to dump it down by about 5 pounds just to make it through the 1:20 versus the 40 seconds that we were doing it before. So if I had 25s, we'll rack these guys up. And again, I've said it before, especially on this Evolution Orange. If you have a limited dumbbell supply, you can make this workout work. It's still going to be super effective. However, moving forward, you want to kind of build up that arsenal, right? I don't expect you to have a rack like that, but maybe 2 or 3 sets, and as you evolve, you'll progressively get more and more dumbbells, and it doesn't all have to be at once. So, let's get ready for those curls. I want you to pick them up. We got 1:20. You guys are gonna go on 3, 2, let's go. Also, for these ones, think about form. You want to maintain that textbook form all the way to about 40, 50 seconds, ideally a minute. Then that last 20 seconds, you're doing whatever you need to do to get that last 20 seconds. Those last little reps without having to put them down if you don't have to. That doesn't mean compromising form too much, but if you're at 100%, you can take down to 90 as long as you're still being safe. You can see a little bit of a sway just to get those last few reps in. As long as we've executed 12, 20 good ones, like I said, in the textbook form. Shake it out for a second. If you don't have to, don't do it. If you've already done it, keep going. Let's do a time check. Keep going. 14 seconds. Get 4 more. Last one. End it. Good. Stack 2's done. 1/3 of your workout left. Let's check that battery. Okay, we're fine. Okay, so how's it gonna go? We're gonna go back, biceps and back again. The biceps got the priority on that mid-range set. Whew. So we're gonna go to a textbook upright row. Not yet. We're gonna go to that upright row. We're gonna go an alternating dumbbell curl, and then we're gonna finish off with a renegade row. And I'll show you that in one momento. Let's just get this guy back to where he needs to be. So, as soon as I'm done showing you, we're going. So remember, upright row, you know this one. We're gonna go to an alternate dumbbell curl, not hammer. We're gonna go to standard issue, palms out. Then we're gonna go to a renegade row. You're gonna find 2 dumbbells. And you can usually push or pull a little bit of weight on these guys. You're gonna row up and back. You're thinking, I'm not pulling the dumbbell to my shoulder. I'm trying to get my elbow up to the ceiling and around to the wall. So, ready? Hope so. 3, 2, 1. Pick up your bells for the upright row. And go. Here, make that V and back. Keeping those bells nice and close to the body, to that power center. One more. All right, alternate dumbbell curl. Remember, pin the shoulders, spin the dumbbells out, and you'll always have one in that flex stretch position, all right? Meaning at the bottom. You're getting ready to go relatively soon. Check the palms out nice and quick. There we go. Squeeze and squeeze. Meet them in the middle here, so they're passing each other. So you've always got full engagement on at least one of those biceps. There. Okay, last little exercise, you're gonna go to that renegade row. So ideally, you're pushing maybe a little bit more weight than you were on your curls there, as well as your upright rows. Get into position, plank over top of those dumbbells. And up. You don't have to keep that chin up all the way, but you definitely want to be looking ahead of you. Not straight down, but about 3 feet in front of you. Done. There's round 1. We'll get a second one. We'll get that big maximum fiber set. You'll be done with that. Maybe I'll get some of this. So remember, in between rounds, we're going to take a good minute, 40 seconds here. It's the same stuff over. So it's going to go 15 seconds. Pull muscles burn a little bit after all this, I'm sure. All right, your dumbbells are in your hands. We're going to go in 8 seconds. nice and high. Split the chin. The bells are nice and close to the bod. I'll get out of your face. We're going to that ultimate curl in 20 seconds. Pick them up. You're almost there. There we go. And again, this is nearing the end of the workout. If those pull muscles are just dusted, shake them out for a second and get going again. Don't put them down midway. There's that buzzer. There it is, one more. Done. That renegade row. And you will be able to see that light in the tunnel, I think relatively soon. Get ready to go, get those dumbbells close. Remember, a little bit heavier than we were going on the other guys. I'll show you another way to do this, just depending on how your wrists are set up and how they're feeling. Some of you might not want to keep the hands on the bells the whole time. Some. If that's the case, you can keep it down and then switch up. But you won't be able to get as many repetitions in that way. But if you have any wrist issues or any carpal tunnel business, that's maybe how you want to be doing these guys. One more. Done. All right, so let's switch up the clock. I'll give you a minute here, and then we've got a minute and 20 work to do, and then you're good. Whew. So get some water. I'm gonna do this last set of upright rows from my knees. That's gonna do a couple little things. Because we're tired, it's the end of the workout. You're not gonna have to stand throughout this whole thing. And you'll be able to put a little bit more focus on the back muscles that we're targeting throughout this particular movement. So what happens is when we go to the knees, we really can't do that little, I wouldn't even call it a cheat, but that little help where we're coming up and then it's a little bit with the knees and that pop, right? We're gonna take that out of the equation by going to the knees. Plus we'll get to rest a little bit. We're not standing the whole time. We're killing a couple birds here, 17 seconds. And we'll get ready to go. We'll pick up those dumbbells in 10. Getting a little aggressive with my weight choosing. You pick yours up, you get going. Without weight, that would have lasted about 30 seconds. Got about a minute left. Remember the pause here, the first one, rather than putting them down, is just to hold, shake it out. Getting tired, put them down. Don't let go. 3, 2, 1, back up. About 15 seconds. Empty the tank is the last thing you gotta do tonight. With dumbbells in your hands anyway. One more. End it. Woo! That's it. That's your pull workout 2. So, nothing, that was good. Get out of here, have a good one.